Hey everyone, I'm Marbozir and welcome back to Let's Play Cities Skylines. So, let's continue where we left off. I fixed the 6-lane roads, so they both go in the right direction now. Won't have to worry about that. However, this area still needs a few minor fixes. So let's do that real quick. I'll remove these. Remove that. And what can we get here? I could get a 2-way 6-lane road. That's not a terrible idea. Like this. Like that. And then connect these two. That should work nicely, hopefully. Connect it like that. And can I connect this properly? I might have to remove this road to make this work. Yeah, I think I have to remove this. Then I can connect it like this. Yep. And then connect this road. That should work. That will demolish a few houses, I think. Yeah, that's kind of unavoidable. Or I can connect it elsewhere. Can we make a proper curved road? That would be nice. No, that's going to be tough. I'll just have to demolish these few houses. That's fine. Whatever. Alright, just connect it like this then. That's going to work. And get more residential zones. I could just get a high density here, but nah. I'll have a separate dedicated area with high density residential. I could get high density commercial zones in the middle, along these one-way 6 lanes. That's not a bad plan. Yeah. Just to direct a little bit of extra traffic here instead of here. I still got huge traffic problems right here. I need to do something about this road. Probably replace it with a 6-lane. That's the only real solution here. Yeah, there's a huge traffic problem right here. Mostly because of this high density commercial zone. So I'll need some 6 lanes. Anyway, let's get some residential areas first. I don't think I need one-way 6 lanes anymore. A regular 6-lane road should be fine. I hope. Should be fine. Alright then. We're going this way then. This should be a pretty big residential zone. Nothing too crazy. Alright, we'll go this way. There's a slope here. But that shouldn't be a problem. Now. Nope, that's too much. Space already occupied. Yeah, this is a little bit tough to get right sometimes. Okay, that's perfect. This is supposed to be high density, so I don't think 6-lane roads are overkill. They are kind of expensive though. But whatever, we can get some more expensive roads. Let's not do anything overly crazy. Yeah, this will be enough for now. I need to have enough services for all that extra population. This is all going to be high density. Like this. Is that a little bit too close to factories? These are mostly farms. But this is fine. Now they need some water. I need to check my water levels. Let's see, water consumption, sewage production, sewage draining. I might need another drain soon. I only got 2. How expensive is that? Oh, it's not that expensive. 2500? Right, that's not a problem then. I thought it's more than that. Okay. Now I should start getting population here. I might want to get another elementary school. I need a lot of services. I need another fire station probably. And maybe another police station, house crime. Crime is not that bad. But I need another fire station. I need a fire station around Antenna Banana Point. But these things are expensive. 60,000. I could get a firehouse, but I'd rather get a proper fire station that can cover this entire area instead of wasting money for a firehouse. So, we are getting some houses. Let's check education. Where are the elementary schools? This is an elementary school, I believe. And I have another one around Antana Banana Point. And that's quite literally it. 230 students. And what about this one? Where was it? Right here? 286 out of 300. And what about the high school? Oh, almost 1000. I'll need a university, but that thing is expensive. 75,000. Elementary school is cheap. And it's still going to be useful. So I can get one right here. Close to the high density residential zone. That makes sense. That will make them happy. And I could look into getting a metro station. Or 2, or 3. 15,000. I can do that soon. Let's speed this up. Get more population. See if we have any traffic problems. Not really, just here. This area is problematic. Yeah, I replaced these two roads, these two side roads with two ways, but I think that was a mistake. Yeah, I think I replaced them with one ways again. Yeah, there's too much traffic here. Let's remove that and replace it with one way. But I need an easy way for people to leave the city. They can't use this road anymore. They would have to use this one. So there's going to be traffic here. Yeah. I need an easy way for people to leave. This could be a way to leave. That's not a bad idea, actually. I could direct some traffic here. Yeah, I don't like this. This is too much traffic. Yeah, this is way too much traffic. Remove that. Actually, no, I shouldn't be removing that. No, it can stay. Yeah, if someone wants to go like this, that shouldn't affect traffic too much. Yeah, this is fine. Okay, replace this with one ways again. I thought two ways will be fine, but they are generating too much traffic. Like that. And like that. This should be better after a while. Now, I still need to fix this entire area. There should be a way to leave the city around here, though. Anyway, I need to replace this with a 6 lane. Which means I have to demolish a lot of these buildings. Also, I'll have to redo this area a little bit. Let's pause this for a moment. Okay, demolish this real quick. And I can remove these roads. Like that. And replace them with a 6 lane. This should work, I think. Yep. That's better. Now, I could also get a 6 lane here, but that's probably a bit of an overkill. I don't think that's necessary. Connect this. Looks a bit ugly, but whatever. This should solve the traffic problem, at least partially. I hope. Let's check traffic. Oh, there's massive traffic right here. Okay, that's not good. Too many intersections. Yeah. I could get some kind of roundabout. Wow, that's a lot of houses. That was quick. Okay. Yeah, that was quick. Almost 8,500 population. This is way too much traffic. Mostly because of the intersections. I blame them. Yeah, and it's not moving very quickly. Yep, wow. Okay, that's way too much traffic right now. That's a big problem. Need to do something about that. I'll just have to get rid of some of these intersections then. I could turn this into a one-way. then they would have to leave through here. They would have to go like this. That's probably better. Okay, replace this with a one-way. Like that. A 6-lane one-way is a bit of an overkill. This could also be a one-way. In fact, this should be a one-way. Like that. This should solve the problem a little bit. Okay, it did solve the problem. Now I need an easy way for people to leave. Yeah, I know there's traffic. Tell me something new. I don't think this should be connected. Well, there's still traffic at the entrance. That's a lot of traffic. Yeah, I think this has to go. I thought it would be fine, but clearly it's not. Alright, this has to go. I could just make some ramps, but that will involve demolishing the buildings. But I could do that. It would work. Well, let's check the traffic map again. Looks a little bit better. This is a big problem at the moment. They are all heading to the high-density residential zone, apparently, which makes sense. I should just connect this area right here. This is the only road that's leading from the high-density residential zone to the high-density commercial, to the factories, and to this entire part of the city. That's this one tiny road that leads there. So the easiest immediate solution is to replace this with a nice 6-way. Really? What's this? Oh, that's a proper building, right, that's the elementary school. Okay, relocate the building. It can go right here, that's fine. And get a 6-way. Let's see if this is going to make it better. I'll just need a lot more 6-ways, probably. Are these all zoned buildings? Yep. Might as well just replace this with a 6-way immediately. Like that. That should make it a bit better. I'll need a 6-way to go all the way. So this will have to connect with this. That's probably unavoidable, otherwise I'll keep getting massive traffic between these two areas. Yep, I just need a 6-lane that goes all the way. Do we have enough money? Yes, we do, 27,000. Alright, this has to go. Get a nice 6-lane with trees. These are more expensive, but they help with noise pollution. And noise pollution can be a problem in large cities. Alright, this should make it much better. Yeah, this definitely helped reduce traffic problems. There's still some major traffic right here, but this is looking much better than before. I can just get another 6-lane. What's going on here? It's not that bad. Yeah, the overlay lies. It's not that bad. It's fine. Not enough educated workers, right. I need a university right about now. So, where? Probably somewhere around here. Or right here. Yes. We can actually afford it, kind of. But this requires a lot of space. Alright, what's the best placement? Right here, on the corner? Can I rotate this? No. I can't rotate it? Apparently not. Okay, whatever. I'd like it along the 6-lane. It does rotate itself sometimes. Yes, right here would be fine. What's this building? Oh, that's an elementary school, right. I thought that's a house. Okay. I want the university to be ready here. Let's relocate this again then. Well, this is awkward. And then now we can build a university. There we go. I will demolish a few houses, but that's okay. And we got a university along the 6-lane road. Hopefully it won't cause too many traffic problems. That was not cheap. Wow. It really wasn't. Okay, how's antenna banana point doing? And chop chop choppers. What's this? Sewage is backing up. Oh yeah, I need a new drain. I could have a drain here. Is that going to be safe? I think so. Should be fine. Now I can't get it here unless I buy this entire tile. How expensive would that be? 5,700? I could buy this. Maybe. I'm considering it. Or I can get another drain pipe right here with my other two. That's an easier solution. And a cheaper one as well. So right here. And connect it with a pipe. There we go. That should be fine. Yep, that should definitely help. Electricity. How's electricity? Oh yeah, I need another... Yeah, another what? Something cheap. Advanced wind turbine. Most likely. Okay then, another advanced wind turbine then. Right here. There's a lot of noise in this area. Yeah. Some of these houses are very close. Well, these are mostly commercial zones. But some houses are kind of in the red, in the light red. Like these. I don't think that's a huge problem. But I'll keep an eye on them in the future. Right, also, I could empty some of these landfill sites a bit, but this won't move them to the incinerator, this will move them to other landfill sites. So, for example, yeah, if I empty this one, like so, this will just move trash to another landfill site. Yeah, if I check the garbage truck, well, this one actually went to the incinerator. Yeah, but now it's going to the landfill site, to this one. So this will create a little bit of extra traffic. But again, I can relocate at least some of it. How's electricity? That's much better. Buy new land? No, thanks. I'll buy it later. We don't need new land just yet. I'll stop it once it goes down to 90% or so. We can move some of this trash as well. Well, the residential zone filled really quickly. And we still got massive demand for residential zones. I could just expand this. That seems reasonable. I'll probably end up building a highway around here in the future. I could buy this tile. But there's no need to buy anything yet. Are there any traffic problems? Seems fine. There's some traffic here, but could have been worse. It's not that bad. These one-way 6-lane roads are probably a bit of an overkill, but it's future-proof. Yeah, this is the highest traffic zone at the moment. Mostly because of these factories. Only a few are abandoned now. What's the problem here? Not enough workers. Right, we need more population. 34,000. I still want a fire station. But that's 60,000. That's expensive. Now, if I want a high-density residential zone around Antenna Banana Point, where do I want that? Somewhere with good roads. So I could just extend this 4-lane road. Possibly. I could just take a turn like this and get more residential zones on the side. That's not a bad idea. Nope, that's too far. Nope. Nope. Yeah, this is a little bit harder to do perfectly with wider roads, because these guidelines are not correct for wider roads. I would waste 2 tiles like this, or 2 squares, whatever. Yeah, and now I'm going to waste 2 squares as well. Yep, that's better, but now I can't connect it properly. Well, I could connect it through here, but that's not a great idea. Too many intersections are bad. This is probably fine. In fact, remove this. This doesn't have to be a huge residential area. Just some high density residential zones. Get some water. Looks fine. This should fill rather quickly. Yep. And I could make a connection like this and replace these commercial zones with high density commercial zones, but demand for commercial zones is really low at the moment. Okay. How's our population? Getting close to 10,000. Oh yeah, I think the next threshold is at 10,000. Yep, it is. That's going to be small city. And it will unlock the train. Oh yeah, we do have an outside connection right here. Which means I could buy this tile, which would give me access to train connections. Not a terrible idea. Either this tile or this tile. But let's get that 10,000. We are about to hit 10,000. There we go, we are a small city now. That unlocks trains, some new policies. I will check them out. Train station, cargo train terminal, hydro power plant, okay. And the next threshold is big city. Don't have to worry about that at the moment. But that's 10,000. And this is a good moment to make a cut, so I'm going to finish this part here and continue in next one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.